talk to you and ask you for your guidance. Okay, sorry. So, I do need to talk to you though. So, let me take my hair down because I got a crazy part situation with this wig. It's like, hold on. And I got notifications coming from, it's like lumpy, you know? And this is one of those wigs that I don't really wear like that. Like I wear my synthetic wigs mostly. But let me first get this camera straight because I do need to talk to you about something, okay? This is self-care. It'll be self-care Sunday because it's Saturday, and I'll have this uploaded by tomorrow. So, and you might hear my son, he's playing a video game. He's really excited. But, so, what I want to talk to you about is my approach and talking to you guys about things, because I was just watching this video on YouTube and the girl was saying that it's easy for somebody that is already with a positive mindset and, you know, operates in a manner that is very empowering and not disempowering. So basically, like if something happens to me, something that is not favorable, I don't automatically say, oh, the world hates me, oh, life sucks, oh, you know, everybody's against me, oh, but like I don't make excuses about anything. I don't take things personal. I don't panic. I immediately start thinking, I may have a moment of sadness or a moment of damn, you know, but then immediately followed after that is, all right, what we got to do? What's the game plan? What are we going to do? Because that's just where I'm at. But for somebody that is not there yet, somebody that just is not there yet, is new to all of this information, is new to, you know, life, the, you know, how to, strategies for solving life problems, you may see something bad as, you know, very, very catastrophic in your life. For example, someone told me, you know, oh, you know, the IRS is trying to get, you know, they sent a bill and they always want my money and blah, blah, blah. And now I got to do, you know, this person was really sad, was really upset. And I was just like, why are you letting this ruin your day? Just wondering. And she was just like, Shakira, well, because I'm tired of X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, well, think about this. This side note, if anybody likes Martin, you remember when Stan was like, there are 3 people I do not mess with, the I, the aura, and the S. That Martin is still so funny. But, you know, I know that's obviously a very serious situation. People have gone to jail for not paying their IRS bill. So I absolutely understand the seriousness of it. But here's the thing, like, there's nothing you can do in this second right now. Like, they can't do anything to you right now, you know? So instead of creating a state of depression and sadness and anger, create a state of problem solving. Create a state of, all right, what do I have to do to solve this problem? Or what do I need to do to make myself feel better right now? You know, what I suggested to this person was go, you know, they smoke marijuana, go take a puff and have a drink and just relax and chill for a moment. Don't stay in that moment. I'm not advocating that you drink or smoke or whatever. I'm not advocating that at all. But what I'm saying is, if you have a technique or something that will help you relax and help you come back center and, you know, and figure things out, then do that. You know, it's very easy for me to come up with a plan, formulate a plan if I'm in a situation, because it just is, you know. But again, I understand some people, it's not that easy and it can be very, very stressful. And so what I am suggesting, well, first of all, you know, I'm saying that I acknowledge that, you know, sometimes I have a very cutthroat, is this or that type of mindset, because I feel like, and I know life is very short. You're going to spend your time sad about some things that you can't control, or empowered because you're going to create something out of mess. You're going to create a miracle. You're going to create a solution out of a problem. So that's why I'm so cutthroat about it. That's why I'm so like I don't understand when people are all sad and depressed. Well, first of all, because I used to deal with depression and anxiety, and because life is so precious. Like, do you know how many souls are trying to get here? Many souls are trying to get here to live out, you know, whatever on planet Earth. So how do you get to where I am? How do you get here? And where many other people are that are on YouTube teaching you guys stuff are. The first thing you do is you get some knowledge. You learn, you read. Read The Power of Now. It was on Oprah's book club, so you know it's official. By Eckhart Tolle. One of the first books I read, and I was in a crappy situation when I read this book, you know, and it helped me get through it, you know, until I could completely remove myself from the situation. But you read, and then as you get knowledge, as you start to learn, your vibration, your frequency will start to raise, you know, and you will also, it's like a Pandora's box. Once you start reading certain things, other videos, literature, books, authors, speakers, YouTubers will come to you, because now you are actively trying to fix your problem instead of being passive and accepting whatever. You know, one thing that you have to really do for your life in order to be successful, whatever success looks like for you, is have a plan. Have a plan. This is something that I teach in my my classes, like in the jail and prison. Write out your plan. And it doesn't matter if you've never been to jail or prison. Every human being needs a plan. You need goals. Goals/plan. Because if you have goals, that's a plan. You know, that's a blueprint for your life. So once you get knowledge, once you make the decision to be the driver of your ship, there's an awesome quote that I can't remember right now, but I will, Hemingway. But basically, you direct your ship. You direct where your life is going. You know, once you get in that seat, and that you know that, okay, it doesn't matter if the IRS is calling me. It doesn't even matter if I got to go to jail. It doesn't matter if I lose my house, my children, my husband, blah, blah, blah. And those are all really dramatic, really, like, you know, dramatic instances. You got to be doing you have to really be messing up in life to create havoc. You know what I'm saying? Like having to go to jail and stuff like that. That's just me being dramatic. But the point is you will get to a point, if you take the time to seek knowledge, to read, listen to audio, listen to videos and stuff like that, you will become empowered, and you will start to see, like, I'm in control of this whole situation called life. Like, I am the co-creator of my life. Excuse me. If you are into the Bible and stuff like that, you know, in the Bible it says that you come from God. You are a part of God. You are, and to non-religious people, that is, God and universe are the same thing. So that means that if the universe and God create your pathway in your life, that means that you came from that. That means you are a creator also. That means you are a co-creator. That means you are a little piece of the universe. You are a little piece of God, just like everybody else. So what does that mean? That means you can change your life. You can go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. Someone wrote on my video that even when they try to be positive, you know, it doesn't really work. Basically, they try it, but it doesn't really work. What you have to understand is that this is a process. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. You're not going to watch a affirmation video and then all of a sudden be negative thought free. It is a process. You know, it took me, well, let me just say this. And I feel like I need chapstick. If you attack your life in the manner that I did, I went full force. Like, I was willing to give up lots of things. You got to be willing to give up something. You got to be willing to give up the old to accept the new. This is like, and the old might be your current lover, husband, wife, friends, family, blah, 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 blah. It's the truth. Because when you're on a path of enlightenment, when you're on a path to, you know, a consciousness, or when you're on the path to improving yourself, you're going to have to let go of the people that are trying to bring you down. It is very hard to be in the same company for a long period of time, i.e. husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, parents, when they are still on that same foolishness that you're not trying to be on anymore. It's very hard. Can it be done? Sure, but you're not going to make the progress that you want to. That was a come to realization, come to Jesus moment, come to whatever you want to call it moment for me. If what I see in my mind's eye is me doing really, really big things in my life and really, really happy all the time, peaceful life, that means I'm going to have to leave some people behind, even my significant other. And especially if it's a bad relationship anyway, you know, it's kind of like, you know, cut your losses, you know, we're both not happy, so let's just both go our separate ways. So, but you got to be willing to give those things up. You got to be willing to give. If you got grown children that don't know how to act, they don't need you, you might have to give up that relationship for a little while so that you can get to where you want to be in life, period. So anyway, I was willing to give up whatever. I was willing to do what it took to get my mind, to get my life to where I wanted it to be. So you got to first realize that. You got to start cutting people off. Give them a chance, but then they have to have an expiration date, as I've told you guys before. Sometimes people have an expiration date. It's sad, but it's true. So I listen to Paul Santisi I Am meditations every night. I didn't skip a beat. Like, I fell asleep with it. I listened to it as much as I could every night. If I missed a night, it's probably because I was arguing with my ex or something. I don't know. But, you know, what else? Be willing to write your plan. I have so many notebooks full of, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want, over and over and over again. Rewrite your story. Stop being a victim. You are not a victim. I'm not a victim. If I said and told you guys my life story, you'd be like, oh my God, that happened to you. But there is no purpose in that. Like, nothing good. That won't even help you. Just know that things have not been easy for me. Oh, but guess what? That's not the situation anymore. I'm in control of who's in my life and what happens to my life. And I'm in control of everything that goes on in my life. Okay? So rewrite your story. Forget what has happened to you. Forget about it and think about what you want to happen. Think about how amazing the future is going to be. It's another technique and activity I would have my girls do. Write out your new life plan. Write out what you want, down to every detail, to who you're with, to where you live, to what your house looks like, to what kind of relationship you have with your children, to what kind of relationship you have with your partner, to what weight you are, blah, 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 blah. Write it out. Okay? And write out affirmations. Write them out. Say them out loud. Look at yourself in the mirror and figure out who you are. Figure out who you are, and you might cry. You might get emotional. You might want to look away, but very powerful activity. Look at yourself in the eye and even ask, who am I, in your mind or out loud? Who am I? What do I want? And then after you start asking yourself, asking the universe, things will start to come to you, who you are. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? And if you are somebody that's absent-minded, like I can be, ask that all of your signs are made plain, in plain sight. Make sure you can, make sure you can identify the sign when it comes. Ask of that, or demand of that. So I went hard with mine. I say go hard with yours because you only have one life. You need to be happy while you're here. You need to be happy while you're here, period. Be happy. Make it your business. And then if you are not happy, if you feel like I can't I don't know, this and the third. You need to figure it out. You need to go look in the mirror, stare at yourself and say, what do I want? You need some alone time. You need you go in your closet, do it in your car. But I recommend in your closet in the dark. And, you know, with a mirror. Sorry, I keep getting notifications. I'm on my phone. Go hard. Go hard about your life. Demand better. And then take your steps toward it. And this is the final piece. Repetition, repetition, you have to do it over and over again. You're not going to watch this video or any affirmation video and completely change your life overnight. It's going to take you messing up some more, you know, making some of the same mistakes, and then realizing, okay, you know, because the universe is going to continue to send you the same people, circumstances, and whatnot for you to learn. Your higher self, that is. Your higher self really wants you to meet with your higher self, really wants you to come from down here in the gutter and really come up, you know. And there's a book, or a psychiatrist, Carl Jung, who says that our brains attract certain situations so that we can evolve. That's all it is, you know. But if you don't pay attention and listen and apply the lesson to your life, you're going to continue to mess up, and you're going to continue to wonder why do I always make the same mistakes? Why do I always? Well, because you're not paying attention. You're being hard-headed. You are not, you know, you are not honoring yourself. You know, your true self, your higher self really wants you to learn the lesson so that you can move along on your path, you know, and you will continue to mess up the same way until you learn the lesson, period. So I think I covered it, but most importantly, repetition. Everything that you're doing, all of your practices, your self-love, self-care practices have to be a part of your life. It has to be a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle, you guys. This is not here and there. This is a daily thing, because if you don't do it daily, you're going to start to slide back, and you're going to, you know, you're going to be right back at square one. There will come to a point where you will have less negative thoughts and less this and less that. You'll be able to flip this situation or conversation around. You know, it never completely ends, but you will be smart enough, you will be equipped with the tools to solve the problems like right away, and it won't be like a big issue, you know, like it used to be. So I hope that this video was helpful. I'm going to end it now, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.